Hello friends, welcome back to Belle's Library. I'm Heather, and today I am starting out a new vlog. It's going to be another love-hate challenge. I did one of these with Alida before, and I think it was almost a year ago now, maybe. But we're going to do another one for spooky season type stuff. And we got this idea. I will host the original creators down below, but they made some of these videos a while ago and did a really fun job with it. So me and Alida have done a couple, and basically what we do is we give each other one book that we love and one that we hate. Also, we're doing movies, one that we love, one that we hate, and we're gonna do some Halloween candy fun stuff, one love, one hate. And we don't tell each other which ones we love and which ones we hate, and the other person has to try and figure out which one it is after having read, watched, or eaten said items. So I'm just gonna run through what Alida has sent me, and we're gonna just see kind of how this week is gonna go, and then I'm gonna get started reading, watching, eating, all of the good stuff. So let's go ahead and start with the books. We have two books that I don't think I really ever planned on reading, so we're going to be getting outside of our box a little bit here. But the first book is going to be, I got a little elbow, Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I have read a Neil Gaiman book before. It was not my favorite thing, so I'm hoping this one goes a little bit better. I have also seen the movie, and my daughter was kind of into it for a while, but I mean, I thought it was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. All I kind of remember is this girl, she like moves, and then she ends up finding like her way into another world with a different mom, and it's kind of spooky, creepy, and she has to get out of it or something. And then we have the second one is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins, and I'm guessing there's some kind of haunted house thing. I honestly didn't even read the blurb. I've heard a little bit about it. Most people I feel like don't like it, but some people do. As of right now, which one do I think that she liked and which one do I think she didn't like? I think maybe she liked There's Someone's Inside Your House, but we'll have to see after I read them. But that's my original pick. So then we also have a couple movies, and the first movie that she picked was Casper, the version from the 90s with Christina Ricci in it, which I personally really like this version of Casper, so I'm excited to watch it again. And then the other one I have not watched, and that is The Cabin in the Woods, and I think this is based off of the book by, Paul Tremblay, Josh Mellerman? I don't know. Anyways, I don't know a ton about it, except for I think some people are out at like a secluded cabin kind of thing out in the woods, and I don't know. We'll find out. But I think that she's going to have liked Casper. I don't know. I don't know a lot of people that don't like Casper, but she surprised me last time with her pick. So we'll see. And then the last thing is just a couple candies, which she told me Twix and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, which are both very popular candies. So kind of like, I think though, I could be wrong, but I think she said she's not a big fan of peanut butter. So I'm going to guess that she doesn't like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Mom, look what I got on my test.
Ooh, A+. Good job. Very proud of you. So that's kind of how this next week or so is going to go. Goal is to have this video, all this stuff done. I've got like a week and a half because I work for 4 days in a row. So I've got like a few days here, then I'm going to work, and then I've got a few days, and then it's going to be the end of the month. So I want to be finished by the end of September. And so this video can go up at the beginning of October, and we can, have some spooky vibes to start out the season. So excited, you guys. So excited. Anyways, I will update you guys when I actually get somewhere with any of these things. Okay, I am back to start updating this vlog. I'm really hoping to get some stuff moving because I have been working like crazy. I worked 60 hours in the last 5 days, and so I'm not really making good progress, but that is going to change. We're gonna get moving. I did start reading Coraline. I'm about 25% in. That's why I'm here to update you guys. And I don't know. I'm not vibing with this book. I've watched the movie too, and it really like gives me similar vibes to the movie, and the movie's fine. Just like this book is fine. It's got this just like nonsensicalness to it that I can enjoy nonsensical stuff. Sometimes I read Heartless by Marissa Meyer, which is an Alice in Wonderland villain story, and it's set in that world, and so it's kind of nonsensical, but like I enjoyed it and I enjoyed the way it was written. For me, the writing just doesn't work with Neil Gaiman for me. For whatever reason, I just struggle, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I know this is a short one, and I'm hoping it just goes by kind of quick because it's just not my vibe of a book, and I just... if you don't know what this is about, because I don't know if I've explained it, we're basically following Coraline. She moves into a new apartment with her parents, and her parents are always busy working, doing this and that, and so she like kind of goes around and meets her neighbors and talks to them, and she'll like go outside and play, and then we see her parents just kind of like they're always working or they're making dinner and they're telling her to go play. And she has this weird door in her room or one of the other rooms or something. It's like locked, but if you unlock it, it just like goes to a wall because they're saying that it used to be a bigger apartment that they split in half. So then there's 2 apartments now. And so it just goes nowhere. But then somehow Coraline ends up in this other world with her other mother and other father, and all these weird different things are going on, like the animals talk, and the other mother and father and all the other beings have like button eyes and just different stuff like that. It's like another parallel dimension kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of my general gist of what's going on. It's kind of a weird one to explain, but that's about the only updates I think I have so far for you guys. Just wanted to show you guys my little setup for the night. I got my little candle thing going and this thing up on YouTube, and I'm just laying here in bed. I've got the kitty. There she is, snuggling with me, and you can't really see me, but I was on my Kindle. Oh, that's kind of creepy looking when it's all dark like that. Anyways, oh, sorry, Minnie. I finished Coraline. I probably should turn a light on, but I'm just too tired to. So you get to this. I will update you guys a little more tomorrow, but suffice to say, this one was like a 2.5, 2-star. It just isn't my vibe. I can definitely see where others would like it and enjoy the just kind of weird fantasticalness of it. Again, it's not my vibe. Oh, I have my heating pad behind me too. I don't know. It just seemed a little too extra nonsensical and weird and pointless as to why anything was really happening. I guess, yeah, I didn't really understand motives of the other mother, or there wasn't a lot of world building or just understanding, I don't know. Anyways, so it's my little update for you guys. I might start the next book tonight, but also I'm getting kind of sleepy, so I don't know. Alright guys, so starting to make a little progress here. I am halfway into There's Somebody Inside Your House, or Someone Inside Your House. I always mix up the title a little bit on this one. And it's not really what I expected. I honestly didn't even read the synopsis. I was just like, the cover and the title makes me think it's some kind of like haunted, spooky story about like a house being haunted or somebody being haunted in their house. I don't know why, but that's what I was kind of thinking. And then I'm like listening to this audiobook and I'm like, I don't really feel like this is going that direction. And I probably should read the synopsis and see what's going on here. So yeah, I'm halfway in and just realizing that, it's not what I was expecting it to be at all. We are basically following Makani, I think her name is. She's from Hawaii, but she moved in with her grandma, who is in Iowa, or I don't know. Something different. Nebraska? I don't remember. Anyways, she's in now one of the states in the main 48. And she's like helping her grandma out and stuff, and going to high school. And some of the high school kids are starting to get killed in a very gruesome, specific way. And basically, they have this serial killer going on and trying to figure out what's going on. We're just getting to the point where now there's been 2 people, and so everybody's like, you always have to have parents with you. Like, they close the school, just different stuff like that. Sorry, I have a bajillion animals in my house right now because we are pet sitting for my parents and my brother. So I have 5 dogs and 2 cats in my house, and there's always different noise going on. I am pretty sure, let's see it. This is Scoob. This is my brother's dog, and this is our dog Mel's brother. And then my cat's up there eating, and that's what I was hearing. I was like, what is that noise? Anyways, so how am I feeling about this book? I don't know. I almost feel like it's kind of murder mystery slash a little bit slashery. There also is some weird stuff going on in Makani's house. Like, her grandma keeps complaining that she comes downstairs and all the cabinets in the kitchen are open. And she's like, after she's gone to school, she's like, I haven't even been up yet, so it has to be you. And she's all, I didn't even eat breakfast. I didn't go in there. So I don't know exactly what that is, but I suppose we will find out. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of the story. Overall, I'm kind of just meh about it. Like, I'm not super invested in it at all, but I'm not, like, miserable about it either. It just, I'm ready to just kind of wrap it up and move on to my next read. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it right now. I still do need to, obviously, get through my other movies, and we need to eat some candy. Haven't done that yet. So we're gonna get this vlog really moving here. Hopefully this weekend I will be able to pretty much do all of this. That's kind of the plan. We're gonna see what we love and hate, as well as what Alida does. So I have finished There's Someone Inside Your House, and then I also watched Casper. So yeah, who's making progress? Me. So our second book, There's Someone Inside Your House. Like I said, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. I'm not a big fan, I'm realizing, of like slasher type stuff in books. I like it in movies more. And again, like, I don't think that there was anything necessarily wrong with this book, but it just wasn't my type of book or something that like I was super invested or intrigued by. So for me, this one was about a 2.5 stars. It just, I don't know. I wish it, I guess, would have done something different or more with the story. But again, I think it's just like partially because it's just not my type of story. But I think potentially that Alida could have liked this book because she sometimes likes those more action type thrillers where we're kind of more suspenseful and things are happening a lot and you're very plot driven. And I don't know, potentially see her liking this one, possibly. I don't guess well at these things. Every time we do something like this, I'm always super wrong and off, so we'll see. But Casper, if you guys have seen this edition of Casper with Christina Ricci, super adorably cute. Yes, making some hand, what's it called? Shadow puppets. Anyways, I'm distracting myself. I really love it. I honestly almost tear up every time I watch it, which is super ridiculous. It's been quite a while since I've watched it, and there was quite a bit that I kind of forgot about, so that was kind of fun. And I watched it with my daughter, so she got to see it, and she gave it a middle thumbs up. But honestly, she was like laughing and like invested in. She was like, "Wait, I want this to happen. Why isn't this happen?" You know. So I think she liked it more than she wants to say she did. But I really enjoy Casper, and I feel like, I don't know, Alida got me last time with this, because I feel like this is one of those movies that's like iconic and everybody likes. She did this last time with Nightmare Before Christmas, and she got me. So we'll have to watch this next movie, and I'll have to gauge and see what we think. But hopefully, maybe I can watch it today as well, and maybe I can have my little treats as well while I'm watching. We shall have to wait and see. All right, guys. Me and the pup are going to watch The Cabin in the Woods. Before I get started, though, I figured we'd do a quick taste test and see, you know, obviously I've had these candies, but we're going to try and guess which one Alida prefers and which one she does not. So we're going to go ahead and start with our lovely Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. No, you don't get that. I know it smells good, huh? Oh, chocolate and peanut butter. Always a good combination. I love me some peanut butter. I'm pretty sure Mel would love some peanut butter. I don't think she would love the chocolate after a while, though. That's tasty. Reese's peanut butter cups are like, they're so rich. I feel like I can't eat a lot of them, but they are good. Now, I think I mentioned this, but I believe Alida's not a big fan of peanut butter. But I can't remember if I'm just making that up. Twix. Caramel. And just so you know, I got 2 left Twixes, so maybe she likes the right ones, but not the left ones. I don't know. Twix is so good, though. I think she loves Twixes and does not like Reese's. That's what I'm going to say. So, we got through books and candy. Now I'm going to eat a little bit more of this, but not too much because I still haven't had dinner. And I'm going to watch the second movie, and then we'll decide between the 2 movies what we think. Alright guys, I just finished up the movie, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, it was kind of, there were parts that were kind of interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the ending or the whole just general concept of the storyline. I appreciated a little bit that I had a storyline, but then like the reasoning, I guess, behind everything was, I don't know. I didn't really like as much. I feel like I may have seen it and just like completely spaced out too. Especially towards the beginning. I was like, I feel like I've seen parts of this. But like, I'm pretty sure I did not finish this movie. My husband likes to turn off movies pretty quickly. Like, if he's not intrigued within like the first 5-10 minutes, he will just turn it off. So I could have just done that with him before. So I have no idea what Alida's going to choose between these because, yeah, like I said last time, she totally threw me off. And so I don't know. She might have liked that. She might have liked Casper. I don't know, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say that she likes The Cabin in the Woods and didn't like Casper. Maybe she has like bad memories of it from a childhood or something. Maybe she just never really got into it. I guess next time I sit down and talk to you guys, I will pull up her video and we will watch and see just how incorrect I am, because I'm sure that I did not do well with this, but you know, it was fun anyways. Well, I guess I decided to change my mind. I just want to see if I'm right or wrong on these, so we're gonna watch Alida's video here and see how this went. I guess I should grab my headphones really fast. Pause for a moment. Okay, I'm back. We are going to see how this went.
Hi, Heather and friends. I'm Alida, and these are my books. and I'm Alida in the books. Wow. Girl, this one was intense. This was the most intense love-hate challenge we've ever done, and I know it's only the second one, so it's probably not saying much, but wow. Not sure how things went on your end, but wow. I'm thinking that we might as well just get to the nitty-gritty, right? Because that's why you're all here. So the first thing is books. Let's talk about those first because that's what both of our channels are about. About the books, and the books. So I gave you 2 books. One was a young adult horror called There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. And then I gave you a middle grade horror novel called Coraline by Neil Gaiman. And I thought that it would be tricky for you because I don't like young adult very much, and I really don't read middle grade often, and when I do, they just tend to be kind of flat for me. So I was trying to trick you up a little bit. I hope it worked.
She was trying to trick
I really,
me.
really hope it worked. The one that I love is, are you ready for it? Did you get it right? Oh, are you ready? Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I just love everything about this book, and it actually legitimately scared me a little bit, which is odd for a middle grade novel to scare me. So that means that I hated There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. I think for me, There's Someone Inside Your House is said that it's a horror and it's supposed to be like this slasher book, but I found it to be more of a young adult romance with a little slasher elements thrown in there. Didn't make sense to me. I didn't like it.
Okay, so see, I told you I was going to do terrible, and she always tries to trick me. She always gets me, so I thought it was going to be the opposite, so didn't think she would be into Coraline. I guess just that's my own thing. I don't know why I just don't get along with Neil Gaiman. Anyways, okay, let's move along here and see what else we got.
So let's move on to movies now. I gave you one of my favorite movies of all time, and one that I just really didn't like at all. So I gave you Casper, the 1995 version with Chris.
Okay, before she says who it is, with her giving me that clue, I almost feel like it's going to be opposite. And Casper's going to be one of her all-time favorites because the other one's more recent. I feel like to be an all-time favorite, like maybe over time. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a minute if I was right or wrong, but I just wanted to say that.
Christina Ricci, and I gave you Cabin in the Woods, which, like, by all accounts, I should love Cabin in the Woods because it's campy, it's slasher, it's cheesy, but it's also supposed to be like a Scooby-Doo remake or like a shout out to Scooby-Doo, and I can see aspects of it, but I just did not love the Cabin in the Woods. It just, there's something about it that just didn't quite work for me. It was just, I guess I had to roll my eyes one too many times during that movie. And like, usually I love the cheesy kind of movies like that, but this one just, none of it worked for me. And I'm not entirely sure why. Which means that Casper, the 1995 version with Christina Ricci, is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's probably my second favorite Halloween movie, my first being Halloween Town. But I thought that one would be too easy because I feel like I've talked about Halloween Town before.
Okay. Again, I was wrong, but again, when she gave that clue, I was like, it's probably the other way around now. But feel the same way about Cabin in the Woods. Like, I feel like I could have liked it, but just, I don't know, just didn't quite hit, you know? There just was something just off. Did not realize it was supposed to be Scooby-Doo-ish type of a thing. I guess I could see where they were trying to make the characters fit in that way, but still just no, I don't think so. So yeah, anyways, we got candy. Let's see if I can at least get the candy. Come on, here we go.
Which means that we only have candy left on this list. I'm not supposed to eat chocolate. I'm not supposed to eat milk at all. So I thought if I picked 2 candy bars that it would be difficult because, like, I'm legitimately not supposed to eat milk at all, ever in my life. Doesn't mean that I don't sometimes, but I'm not supposed to. So the one that I really, really like, if I'm gonna eat chocolate, which isn't very often because, like I said, I'm not supposed to, and I just don't like the taste of candy anyway very often. But the one that I love, if I'm gonna cheat on my diet, it's gonna be Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, which means that I don't like Twix. Although I did like the salted caramel Twix that you picked for me to try. So I guess that is it. I will see how you did, and you can see how I did. And oh, this was so much fun. We have to do another one at some point.
All right, well, I just totally bombed the heck out of that. I do agree, like, we decided to do candy because, like, Halloween candy, that kind of thing. It was just the theme we were going with. But I'm not a big candy eater either, so yeah, I mean, that was kind of one of those things. I didn't realize that she was not supposed to have like milk type stuff, so we probably could have figured something else out, Alida, but you know, whatever. I'm curious as to how she did, and kind of interesting that she's like saying it was much more intense this time, which I guess like because we were going with spooky vibes, we had a little bit more intense type books and movies and different stuff like that compared to last time. Last time we did it more around Christmas time and we were doing like a snowy cold type theme, but we definitely had some warmer, warm up your soul type books and stuff. I don't know if the books were, but it was different vibes for sure. So I can see where she's going with that. But yeah, I do not do well. Like, I should just go against my instincts. Whatever I'm going to say, just say the opposite, because I don't do this well. So there it is. I had a lot of fun doing this though. I always really enjoy doing this with you, Alida, so we can definitely do it again. I would love that. I think maybe we should do like one around Valentine's Day, like a romancy one. That'd be kind of fun. I can't wait to watch your video. Everybody head over to Alida's channel and watch hers as well so you can see how each of us did. She probably kicked my butt just like last time, but you know, I guess it is what it is. I hope you guys had fun watching this and we will talk soon. Bye everybody.